Hi, I'm Mark Fidum with Fanatics Media, and joining me is
Ryan Berger, senior partner over at Hyper Brands.
All right, so today we're going to talk about the Oscars, which just happened. What do you think about the whole show?
Incredible. I mean, the opening and the ending were both
especially the ending.
The ending was crazy, and the opening with Justin Timberlake and Jimmy Kimmel was fantastic. And in between was a little bit of
A lot of politics.
A lot of politics, a lot of shots on Mr. President, and in between a couple of good awards.
Okay, so what do you think happened at the end there?
Well, what happened at the end was interesting because that's what everybody's talking about. So I think as the goal of any award show or any big sporting event, you want people to talk. And there's nothing that anybody's talking about today that's any bigger than what happened at the end of the Oscars. What happened is a big question that I think everybody's still trying to figure out. Did Warren Beatty get the wrong card? Is PricewaterhouseCoopers involved in it? Who made this sort of
Was it intentional?
You hope it's not.
Okay, so let's cut to the actual show itself. A lot of influence in that room. What'd you say?
A lot of influence. And at Hyper, we are the world's largest search engine for influencers. So when you look at who those individuals are and understand their audience data, we take that very, very seriously. And there's a room in LA that had about as big an influencers as you could possibly have in one room.
Would there be anything bigger, maybe the Super Bowl with all the athletes, or is the Oscars like the most influential venue in the country?
I mean, when it comes to Hollywood, the Oscars clearly takes. I think the Super Bowl, you have a lot of athletes, but you have a lot of sort of fans of an individual team. Here, the place is packed with red carpet celebrities all over the place.
So anyone in particular, any influencers in particular you want to highlight that really scored well?
Yeah. I mean, I think Viola Davis is clearly hit a home run last night. She was incredible in her film, getting the great buzz. The award for her was fantastic last night. So clearly Viola is one of the big winners of the Oscars last night.
Okay. Anyone else, like Emma Stone? How does she rank amongst influential celebrities?
Yeah, Emma's clearly up there. I mean, she's not a name that I think everybody knows, but especially when it comes to social media, but she clearly, again, was a big star last night. She's in the middle of this whole fiasco of what's happening, which is taking her celebrity up to another level. People who are sort of the average everyday person who would not know knows about her now. But clearly this is a play in the Oscars that if you're an influencer, you're part of it.
All right. And so if you're a brand looking at these influencers, or they're mainly celebrities, let's face it, at the Oscars with a lot of influence, how do you determine who you want to work with? What is it that why would you go to Hyper to determine that?
Yeah, I mean, the big thing with Hyper is we offer cross-platform audience analytics. So as important as a celebrity or an influencer is, we think the most important thing is their audience. So by understanding how their audience is going to resonate to a tweet, how they're going to react and share it is crucial. So understanding people like Viola and Emma's audience allows a brand to say, I want to work with them, or I want to work with this person based on who they can reach.
Okay, so needless to say, not many conservative brands will be reaching out to people at this show. Is that fair to say?
I think that's a fair thing to say, especially when you think about sort of Jimmy Kimmel in the beginning and how open he was with all the jokes about politics and stuff. It's a show and a lot of individuals that brands stay very safe when they approach them.